Tonight on CTV News, a part of the World Trade Center is now in Fort Collins. See where it is and how it got here.
Plus, a tragic crash this summer changed the life of one CSU student. Hear the story of Jack and how his fraternity is backing his family.
And later, it's almost Halloween. See what's scaring sports anchors Grace Reeder and Rachel V. Hill.
All this and more on CTV.
Hello Rams and welcome to Collegian Television. I'm Madison Sloan.
And I'm Sierra Symes. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Boulder County Sheriff's Department officers have found the body of a 7-year-old man from Fort Collins who went missing last week. Thomas Mearness's body was found in a wooded area in the St. Vrain Mountain Trail in Allens Park on Saturday. He was found about a quarter mile from his 2001 BMW convertible, which was parked at the trailhead. Cause of death is unknown and Boulder County coroner will conduct his autopsy on Tuesday.
A Larimer County jail inmate is back behind bars after unsuccessfully attempting an escape. On October 25th, 48-year-old Robert Don Davis was transported to Poudre Valley Hospital after he complained about a medical problem. At the hospital, some of his restraints were removed so he could use the restroom, and he took the opportunity to push past a deputy and sprint down the hallway to escape. The deputy caught him shortly after, restrained him, and returned him to his room. Davis was originally booked into Larimer County Jail for a variety of allegations, including second-degree burglary, criminal impersonation, and controlled substance possession and distribution.
Many residents gathered at the intersection of Drake and Taft Hill this weekend to welcome a piece of the World Trade Center to its new home, right here in Fort Collins. The 5-foot-long I-beam was a part of the World Trade Center until it came crashing down during the 9/11 attacks. 4 men from the Station 4 of the Poudre Fire Authority spent 9 days and over 4,000 miles traveling to retrieve the spectacular piece of steel. Brian Hanson, Lynn Lindenholm, Jim Salisbury, and Jim Sturkin were among the rescuers who responded to Ground Zero in the days and weeks after the attack and were also the men entrusted to bring the piece of the World Trade Center to northern Colorado. Brian Hanson explains what it meant to him to have the opportunity to transport the beam to its new home.
It was an honor. When the chief asked me to take care of this and make this happen, it snowballed. I mean, it was such an honor. And then to see the hours and hours of trying to put this together, and then all of a sudden you look at it and it's a reality when everybody starts showing up. The radio stations called, people were just lined up everywhere, and it was such an honor.
3 college freshmen reunited over the summer for a California road trip. It was a Tuesday, and they were 4 hours away from making it home when tragedy struck. CSU student Jack Gause was in the passenger seat, University of Kansas student Noah Graham was in the back seat, and in the driver's seat was University of Mississippi student Mason Ismert. Mason fell asleep at the wheel, and the Toyota SUV careened off I-70 and rolled 2.5 times. Noah was ejected from the car after not wearing a seatbelt and passed shortly after being airlifted from the scene. Mason and Jack were taken to the hospital in critical condition. Fraternity brothers of Jack are now helping his family out through a philanthropy they hosted Saturday.
It's a parent's worst nightmare. You never want to get that call, ever.
At first, Jack was diagnosed with a broken leg and rib, a punctured lung, and lacerated arm. It wasn't until he told his doctor that his leg felt strange when a full-body CAT scan showed a torn aorta.
Had he not spoken up, he was bleeding internally. He would have died that night.
Saturday, a 5K was held in honor of Jack to help his recovery through community support and donations. All of the money raised went to help pay Jack's medical expenses. The 5K was organized by his fraternity, Phi Delta Theta.
I mean, Jack's family is as strong as I've ever seen, all the support from them, all the support from everyone, like the CSU community, Fido, everything's just been so great.
Around 350 runners signed up, a number that was incredible to Jack.
Because you can say a number, but seeing everybody in one spot and actually seeing that number together, I think it was really cool.
Racers walked and ran the course to support Jack, who was supporting them right back along the road throughout the morning.
Yeah!
In the afternoon, the fraternity held a luncheon to keep the community support around Jack going and to say thanks.
To me, it's been really cool to see that brotherhood come into play because they talk about it all the time, and so just actually see it and to feel it has been really cool, and I'm just so thankful for it.
By the end of the race, $12,500 was raised.
It really paid off in the end. It feels good to do it after all the hard work and everything we put into it.
We're overwhelmed by this. It's tumbling.
Yeah, I mean, everything's gonna go back to normal in the long run. I'll recover fully, as physically as best I can. But other than that, it's been taking it slowly, doing a little bit at a time, but I've been getting better.
With CTV, I'm Sierra Symes.
Jack is expected to be able to walk on his own again in a few weeks.
The University of Colorado's new emergency room opening on Harmony Road will be delayed pending a state inspection. The $12.3 million facility was set to open Wednesday, but 3 staff members had not completed the prerequisite facility orientation. UC Health is now waiting for a date when another surveyor can visit the ER and certify the training has been completed. A new opening date will be announced as soon as possible.
Cans Around the Oval, a CSU-led food drive for the Food Bank of Larimer County, has set a record for donations. A total of 60,000 pounds of food and $50,000 were donated from campus and community. Donations. A total impact of 345,000 pounds of food will go to feed the hungry throughout the county. Larimer County Food Bank serves nearly 30,000 Larimer County residents each year, and 35% of those clients are children and seniors. After the break, weather anchor Elizabeth Prossi will have her full forecast.
Stay tuned.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
I would like to thank the Academy for this award. Why, hello there, Rams. I'm the CTV Oscar, also known as weather anchor, Elizabeth Prossi. Now, it is going to be a cool fall evening. It's 49 degrees currently, but as you notice, we do have those winds gusting in the teens, so it feels more like we're in those mid-40s. Now, for tonight, we're going to see the clouds kind of taper off, but still keep that strong breeze in as we cool down to 40 degrees by 11 o'clock. And we do have a full moon, so just beware if you are out and about. There may be a werewolf or two roaming around the city this evening. Happy Halloween. Now for tonight, looking out across the state, we're going to see temperatures quite cooler than what we have. And we even have our first teens in Gunnison and Alamosa, 18 degrees. Pueblo, you're looking at 31 degrees, 29 degrees in the Springs. Fort Collins, we do have a frost advisory this evening. Out on the Eastern Plains, a little bit warmer, just above freezing in Lamar and in Burlington, you're sitting at 35 degrees. Now looking ahead to your Wednesday, you won't need the raincoat for tomorrow. You're still going to want a light jacket. It's going to be a cool fall day and plenty of sunshine, so grab those sunglasses. Starting out in the morning, 38 degrees, so a cool start, but it's going to be a crisp and clear afternoon. Maybe take lunch, study outside as we warm up to the 60 degrees tomorrow, still keeping that light breeze in for your Wednesday afternoon. Now looking out across the state for tomorrow, these numbers are what our lows were at the beginning of the month. So we're finally seeing fall-like weather here in Colorado. Gunnison, you're going to be 53 degrees. Grand Junction, 61 though. Vail, a little bit cooler, 45 degrees. And out on the Eastern Plains, we're going to see 60s in Lamar and in Pueblo the Spring. So you're looking at 59 degrees, and we've got 60s along the rest of the I-25 corridor. Looking ahead though, Thursday night into Friday, that is when we have a trough that is moving east from California right now. And depending on how far north it shifts, that will give us a better chance of rain Thursday night leading into Friday. Now, a couple of our models are showing it to stay further south, meaning we'll stay dry, but the Euro is keeping us wet, and that is why I have that rain chance in for us Friday. Saturday, though, that is Halloween. It's looking to be gorgeous. 58 degrees for your high and sunny skies for that football game Saturday afternoon, so go Rams. And the good news is Sunday, daylight savings time. So everyone, make sure you enjoy that extra hour of sleep and set your clocks back an hour Saturday evening. Monday, we're going to be warming back up into those upper 60s with a high of 68 degrees. And we do have a storm system moving through in the middle of next week, and it might just be cool enough that we could potentially see our first snow of the season. Now, it would not be Halloween without a little trick or treat, and asteroid TB-145, also known as Spooky, will be appearing around 11:05 a.m. on Saturday, also known as Halloween. Now, you won't be able to see Spooky with the naked eye, but if you grab a small telescope, you'll be able to see him flying around. Now, there is not a threat with this asteroid, so not to worry, this is not a trick, but perhaps just a treat for us people who love science. So go out and enjoy this Halloween treat. It won't be seen again until 2027. Now, there are more tricks and treats in store coming up after break. We have Double Trouble in CTV's studio. We'll be right back.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble during this spooky Halloween week. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Viho.
Oh my gosh, are you okay? It seems that our crew needs help. Double trouble to the rescue. Someone couldn't get her button off. She's the trouble. Anyways, Olivia's fine. She's just really dramatic. It was a scary week for sports. We had a bye week for the football team, the volleyball team was out of town, and the soccer team got killed. Get it?
You're right, Grace. I actually showed up to Hughes Stadium on Saturday, and all the players were ghosts.
Rachel, awkward.
Yeah, well, despite not having any sports to cover this week, we still did a lot of investigating.
We did. Rumor has it that this very studio we're sitting in is haunted.
You may be doubtful, and we were too, so we decided that nothing would bring the ghosts and ghouls out like telling scary stories. In the studio, in the dark, at midnight, last night. Take a look.
You know what's scary, Grace? We play the #1 team in the Mountain West in football this week. I'm really scared that Brett, our co-anchor, is gonna rub the Kansas City Royals being in the World Series in our faces.
I'm really scared that the 6-0 Green Bay Packers are coming to the Mile High City for Sunday Night Football.
I'm really scared that the Broncos are still 6-0.
You know what's scary, Grace? That they still let us on TV. What was that?
That's actually kind of creepy, Rachel. I don't know what that...
Maybe this place really is haunted, Grace. Grace? Grace?
I'm Brett.
I still have chills. I did not sleep last night.
Yeah, Brett haunts my nightmares.
Well, that's all the sports we have for you tonight. Probably nobody's watching right now because they're so scared they had to turn CTV off.
And if you are still watching from behind a blanket, make sure to stay tuned for entertainment.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
But then it was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Yo-ho, ladies and gentle Rams! Captain Nicole here with your latest entertainment scoop. Halloween is Saturday, folks. It's also the last day of Harvest Farm's Fall Festival. If you haven't yet experienced Fort Collins' own fall attraction, be sure to stop by before the weekend. It's a great way to get into the spooky spirit of Halloween and the autumn season, so check out the pumpkin patch, corn maze, and other attractions that will be open. It's the perfect place to bring the kids and family members before the trick-or-treating begins. Now, for the adult crowd, Old Town Fort Collins will be hosting a weekend full of Halloween events. Drunken Monkey is having a monster ball where people dress up in crazy costumes, dance, and drink Halloween-themed beverages. Later that evening, there will be several costume contests at places such as Washington Sports Bar and Bondi Beach Bar. If you want to win some cool prizes, be sure to dress your best. The events continue Saturday night with dance competitions at Avogadro's Number, costume contests in several bars, and even concerts around town. It will be hard to miss these events if you're planning on being in Old Town Fort Collins for the weekend. But if you do want a list of what's happening, take a look at thecoloradan.com for an adult-themed list of events. There is, however, a family-friendly attraction coming to town. Maybe you've heard of the new Cinemark Theater coming to Foothill Shopping Mall. It's not just your average movie theater, though. Cinemark has raised the bar for the movie experience. These seats are actually reclining chairs with tray tables to make you feel more comfortable. But hopefully not too comfortable, because we don't want you guys to fall asleep during the movies. The new Cinemark will also be serving higher quality foods such as burgers, wraps, and other items, as well as beer and wine. The theater is set to be officially in operation this Thursday, just in time for the big fall and winter movie releases. Be sure to grab your tickets early for Star Wars, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, and James Bond Spectre. Now, I have to admit, I am so excited for Halloween this year, if you couldn't tell by my costume. So, to get into the spirit, let's play a game. Bobbing for apples has been a fun Halloween activity and autumn tradition for hundreds of years. And in celebration of Halloween this weekend, we decided to have an apple bobbing showdown. And as we pirates say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. All right, guys, this competition, we have news anchor and first mate Sierra Symes and sports anchor swashbuckler Grace Reeder. They have to compete against each other to see who's more superior in bobbing for apples. The rules: the first one to get 5 apples out of the bucket and onto the table wins. After 90 seconds, if neither of them have 5 apples on the table, whoever has the most will be crowned champion. And the loser must walk the plank. All right, guys, ready, set, go. Oh gosh, they are going for it, guys. Look at them go. Wow. All right, do we have any apples? Not yet. No apples yet, guys. They got all 5 in there. No cheating. No cheating. Gotta use your mouth. All right. Oh gosh, Grace is on a roll, guys. She's got 2. Come on, Sierra. You got this. All right. Guys, I'm impressed. They are just going into the water. Here we go. Grace has how many? 2 apples left, I think? Wow. Come on, Sierra. You can do it. At least 1. You can do 1, Sierra. Yes, you can. I have faith in you. Oh, Grace is on her last apple, guys. Here we go. Can she do it? Can she? All right. Oh, my gosh, everyone. So we have Grace here with all 5 apples, and Sierra, you got no apples, which means you must walk the plank. I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
All right, guys. Oh, mateys. I'm impressed. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have tonight. Be sure to tune in to CTV every Monday through Thursday at 7 on Channel 11 or go to thecollegian.com. Good night.